Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the cellular world to talk about the tiny but mighty protein factories of the cell, the ribosomes. You might have heard of them, but what exactly are they, and what do they do? Let's find out. So, what does a ribosome look like? Imagine tiny, dense spherical granules. They're so small, in fact, that scientists first spotted them using powerful electron microscopes. One of the coolest things about ribosomes is that they have no membrane around them, which is pretty unique for an organelle, and you'll find them everywhere in both simple prokaryotic cells, like bacteria, and more complex eukaryotic cells like ours. Now, not all ribosomes are created equal. Eukaryotic ribosomes are a bit larger and are known as 8OS ribosomes. Prokaryotic ribosomes, on the other hand, are slightly smaller and are called 7OS ribosomes. That S stands for Svedberg unit, which is a measure of how fast they settle in a centrifuge. So a higher number means they're bigger and denser. Ever wondered what ribosomes are made of? They're a perfect blend of RNA and protein, making them ribonucleopreparticles. Think of it as a 50-50 mix. Their journey begins inside the cell's nucleus, specifically in a region called the nucleolus. Once assembled, they travel out of the nucleus into the main part of the cell, the cytoplasm, through tiny gateways called nuclear pores. Once in the cytoplasm, eukaryotic ribosomes have a couple of options. Some float around freely, while others attach themselves to the surface of another organelle called the rough endoplasmic reticulum, or RER for short. This is what gives the ROR its rough appearance. Interestingly, you can also find ribosomes inside mitochondria, the cell's powerhouses, in the stroma of chloroplasts in plant cells. But here's a fun fact. These ribosomes are the 7OS type, just like the ones in prokaryotes. This is a major clue that supports the theory that mitochondria and chloroplasts were once free-living bacteria. Let's break down the structure of a eukaryotic 8OS ribosome a bit more. It's actually made of two separate pieces, or subunits. There's a larger subunit called the 6OS particle and a smaller one, the 4OS particle. I know what you're thinking, 60 plus 40 doesn't equal 80. And you're right, the Svedberg units aren't additive. The final 8OS value is based on the shape and density of the complete ribosome when the two subunits join together. So, what makes these two subunits stick together? It's all about chemistry. The presence of magnesium ions is crucial. These ions help form bonds, essentially acting like molecular glue, holding the large and small subunits together. This connection is super important because ribosomes only really get to work when their two parts are united. They typically only join up when it's time to perform their main function. And what is that main function? It's one of the most vital jobs in the entire cell. Protein synthesis. Ribosomes are the assembly lines where proteins are built. They read instructions from a molecule called messenger RNA, or mRNA, and use those instructions to link amino acids together in the correct order, creating a polypeptide chain which then folds into a functional protein. Every single protein your body makes, from the enzymes that digest your food to the hemoglobin that carries oxygen in your blood, is built by ribosomes. To make this process even more efficient, cells have a clever trick up their sleeve. Sometimes, a single mRNA molecule will have multiple ribosomes attached to it at once, all moving along and building proteins simultaneously. This chain of ribosomes on one mRNA strand is called a polysome or a polyribosome. Think of it like a convoy of factories all working on the same blueprint. This allows the cell to produce many copies of the same protein in a very short amount of time, ensuring it has everything it needs to function properly. So there you have it. From their discovery as tiny dots under a microscope to their role as master protein builders, ribosomes are absolutely essential for all life. They are the tireless workers that translate our genetic code into the functional molecules that make us who we are. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe for more biology deep dives, and let me know in the comments what cellular topic you'd like to explore next. See you in the next video.